Hey, hello everybody. Thank you for participating in Vision 2022. So I would be speaking about hyper automation. I represent UIPath, and I'm working as a BFSI subject matter expert in UIPath. So automation's momentum only keeps growing and growing. Make sure you're up to the speed. So what we have identified So how did we arrive at the trends which I would be speaking about, which we feel are going to happen in 2022? We had interacted with number of reputed consulting firms. We interacted with our sales team, with our marketing team, and the industry practice team to identify the trends which we feel would be happening in 2022. So I'll just start with it. Automation's momentum only keeps growing and growing. Make sure you are up to the speed. What we have identified is what we have analyzed over the years is now uh, robotic process automation is looked at providing growth and profit, which was not the case earlier. Now it is robotic process automation is now considered to be a essential enterprise technology. Uh, RPA is winning over champions in the C-suite. We have seen a lot of innovations which have happened over the years, which is transforming the technology and the industry, and a new booming ecosystem has suddenly come up. So what's the trend one? CIO needs to take the reins of automation. We have seen that the CIOs are being given the mandate to drive the digital transformation, agility, efficiency, and to increase the revenue. We are seeing that the automation mandate has been given in various verticals. You have number of disparate, disconnected automation initiatives, which are not at all centralized and secure. So CIOs are being told to drive the revenue generation and the traditional efficiency generation is considered to be a BAU activity nowadays. So what's our suggestion? Our suggestion would be to choose the automation platform that provides enterprise-grade scale, governance, and security. We need to identify the biggest opportunity available in your business stream. We need to start connecting the islands of automation, which is working across the enterprise. And to scale it up, we need to start building up the automation skill sets. In the automation platform, convergent battle RPA wins. In the automation platform, convergence battle RPA wins. You have various different technology platforms which are available to do the automation. You have RPA, robotic process automation. You have BPA, business process automation. You have iPaaS. You have low code, no code development platform, as well as AI-based platforms. So modern end-to-end RPA platform offers crucial features like integrated management and execution, enterprise-grade governance, low-code, no-code build environment, and support for rapid scaling. So what do we need to do next? We need to identify the core automation technology, which is going to be very critical. Map automation technology used in your organization, reduce the fragmentation, and choose the right platform. Trend three, automation moves to the top of the enterprise stack and powers a new engagement layer. What we have seen is a normal organization has around 170 odd applications. Employees are spending far more time in bridging the gaps across the applications. So what we need to do, we need to build out a robust, reusable automation object libraries. Identify if process can be driven by automation rather than building at the application side. Back your automation with technology that allows centralized governance, management, and testing. Just in time is something which we have heard a lot on the manufacturing side, but we see a virtual assembly line uh, which is going to come up. So what we need to do, we need to become comfortable with task-based workflow. It's not time to totally abandon application-based workflows, but you should start thinking about what task-focused work will look like. We need to set a goal for piloting at least 5, 7 just-in-time task-centric workflows by the end of this year. Automation centers of excellence step in to solve the AI deployment problem. Investment in artificial intelligence are growing by leaps and bounds. The return on those investments are not coming in. So what is the reason behind it? The go-to market is quite slow. Ready-made workflows and drag and drop model are available, but still the lag in going to the market is actually causing a problem. So automation and AI analytics COEs need to do the deployment and work in tandem. Identify opportunities where you have a powerful but undeployed AI models that would deliver big business impact. Give automation center of excellence the freedom to use modern advanced automation platforms to rapidly deploy and manage AI enriched workflow. Semantic automation revolutionizes RPA. Today, we have drag and drop low code platforms through which we are building a complex automation drawdown process. But we are seeing with semantic automation, the robot would be able to identify the patterns and the relationships. So what do we do? We need to closely monitor the advances and improvements in the technology. And we need to be lookout for a game changer, which can help, which can act as a catalyst for developing the entire hyper automation platform for the industries. Check out early use cases like UIPath Forms AI, which can process forms and documents and have similar formats, even if the robot has never seen them before. The desire for flexibility in delivery options spurs cloud-based architecture innovation. We all know about containerization and cloud natives. Uh, we see that we have on-premise model, cloud hybrid models, which help us to go to market. But do organizations, so what should organization do? Which option they should look for? We feel we should be flexible enough to decide whether we want to embrace cloud native architecture that would leverage containerization and microservices. New delivery innovations can help reduce the cost. Uh, so we would like to have a technology which is flexible to provide you both software as a service and also on-prem model. Automation finds a new C-suite champion, the Chief Suitability Officer. So in Fortune 500 companies, we have seen at least 5 CSOs which have come up. So we are now experiencing the rise of Chief Sustainability Officer who works across organization to improve the company's environmental impact. So what do we see next? We see a close partnership between the CIOs, the IT heads with the CSOs. We need to stay informed, make sure that we find the emerging opportunity and best practices for using technology to address the social and the environmental issues. HR teams prepare for the next big challenge, that is managing a human digital workforce. Within next 5 years, hybrid model, which will involve a human digital workforce, will become a new normal. The business leaders now predict that they'll have to restrain 1/3 of their workforce in the face of the challenges. So what do? We start planning for it. We map out the jobs which are likely to change, emerge, and phase out. Identify and define the skills needed for tomorrow. Develop a robust change management plan to smooth automation adoption and maximize its impact. Growth explodes across the automation ecosystem. Our own UiPath partner network now tops 4,700 and it is still growing. The automation ecosystem is primed and full of potential. So our recommendation would be we should become a contributor to this ecosystem. We should stake our claim boldly and early. Make sure that we hone our products and services to address real needs. We need to build a strong relationship with the automation platforms so that they could recommend to work with you and recommend you in the entire journey of their product automations. Uh, UiPath is a market leader in robotic process automation, and this has been proved again and again through the findings of Forrester, Gartner, and the IDCs. We in UiPath believe that we don't want to be integrated. We want to provide a complete suite of products which would help the entire journey of an organization right from the inception till the maturity model of the product or of the applications. So what do? We help them to discover the automation potential. We help them to build it. We want, we help them to manage it. We help them to run it, and we help them to engage with their entire workflows. So we have a complete suite of products which can be used across this entire automation journey. We have Automation Hub to identify the right kind of potential a product has, then a process has. We have Automation Hub, which provides, which will help you to analyze and identify the right kind of process which has the automation potential. We have Task Capture to help you in the entire documentation. We have Process Mining to identify the splintered processes which are being conducted by your workforce. We have Task Mining to break up the entire task which you do in all the processes and help you to identify where the efficiencies can be brought in. We will help you to build your product. We have Studio Family. We have AI-based document understanding, which will remove the complete automation activity which is being carried out. We have integration services, which would be uh, which will help you uh, to automate the various products which you have across your organizations. Then we have Marketplace to help you to get a plug and play sort of a model. Then we have Orchestrator, who would help you to manage the entire RPA product suite which is running. Test Manager to automate the entire test cycle within your organization. AI Center to get the artificial intelligence layer across your RPA platforms. We have data services so that we can help you to get the data from various splintered applications which are running in. We have insights, which gives you a good insights and a detailed analytics of the entire RPA processes which are running. We have attended robots, unattended robots, test robots, which would be working 24/7 in your organization. In order to engage your workforce, we have application like apps where your workforce can build your own apps, to which will help them to do their day-to-day activities. We have assistant, which will work like a personal assistant for you, wherein you will help and pitch in to decide and help the robot to take certain decisions. We have Action Center, where a human would come in between to complete your entire day-to-day activities. Then we have Chatbots. UI Partner has partnered with Entity and we have delivered number of good use cases where the entire manual processes have been automated, and we have removed the human completely from the entire process. So I'm just highlighting few of the use cases which we have developed for one of the major automobile company. The entire sales register checking was automated. Then that automobile company had number of bank statements. You had more than 10 banks with which they were dealing with. The entire reconciliation was completely automated, and our robots and our hyper automation platform is today doing the entire reconciliation activity for across their uh, banking requirement. The employment reimbursement processes have been taken over by our hyper automation platform. Then invoice process for various packages across different geography has been completely automated. The pre-invoice and the invoice process has been completely automated, where the entire manual activity has been removed. The executive incentive process is where we pull out the data, identify what incentive has to be given, and then including the disbursement has been completely automated. The HR activity, which involves employee contact through various connects, has been automated. Then after sales activity, like navigation code activation, to name few of them, has been completely automated through our hyper automation platform. I thank everybody to attend this, who has attended this session. Thank you all.